Hey there everybody, this is Betsy from Sticky Mix, and before we get to our planner video this week, I wanted to share that I have just put up this design that says planners are like potato chips, you can't stop after just one, and has some representations of my favorite planners that I'm using right now. So that comes on a variety of items like t-shirts and sweatshirts and tote bags and phone cases and throw pillows, and it even comes on the cover of an actual notebook, so that could possibly be used for a planner. That's kind of ironic. But anyway, this design is being launched, and so the website puts it on a discount for the first 48 hours. So you can go ahead and check that out at tpublic.com/users/sittinginclover, or you can save yourself the typing and just click on the link below. So let's get that out of the way and start our planning video. It's another week and another plan with me, but this week is not just any ordinary week. No sir, this is a very special week for me because this week is the week that I celebrate my 1-year anniversary since I started making Plan With Me videos way back in November of 2016, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I've learned so much since then. So let's celebrate this 1-year anniversary with a giveaway. I thought I would do a giveaway, but unfortunately, filming the extra stuff needed for a giveaway is taking too long, so I'm just going to show the plan with me in this video and tell you about the giveaway in an upcoming video, so just hang tight for that. This week I'm using a kit by Innocent+Twisted Designs again, and I've been wanting to use this kit for weeks and weeks, but I knew that I was going to use all my Halloween kind of scary and dark and stuff kits for October, and this one, oh my gosh, I love it so much because it has that perfect blend of being like kind of cold looking but also kind of autumny, and has just, you know, cocoa and mittens, and the weather's getting colder here where I live, so this is just so perfect to kick off November. And I know it has some pink in it, but not enough to make me squeamish, so that's good. It's majority of like oranges and browns and purples, and look, washi strips. Wow, it took forever to show that. And so I'm okay with a little bit of pink in this kit. I also get an extra sampler sheet that would normally not come with this kit because I'm special like that for knowing the owner. So that's what's going to happen in my planner this week. I normally don't use my own washi tape with her kits because they come with so many washi strips, and gosh, my desk is so dirty. Goodness, I apologize. Oh, we'll clean that up next time. So yeah, she has so many washi strips with this kit, like there's really nothing I could add to it, and most of my washi tape don't really go with these colors anyway. So yeah, it just all works out to not use my washi tape and just use the stickers that come with kit. So I'm slicing the bottom washi, or what would be the bottom washi, so that I can cover up most of this blue, which isn't that bad of a blue now that I look at it. It's kind of that chilly kind of feeling blue. I really feel like it should be on December, but anyway. Covering that up because it didn't really go with the colors of the kit. I mean, I guess it could have gone, but at the time I was just like, no, we're going to cover this up. And then at the bottom, I knew I wanted to have a tracker for TV, so I just went ahead and started at the bottom. I like to plan that way, just start with what you know you're going to do. And I wanted to use the schedule sticker, but it was going to be too long and not give me any space to put my TV icon by it, so I decided to chop off a little bit, and also to get some washi to stick behind and layer, because look how pretty that came out. And then I grabbed a TV icon, and that's going to be my TV schedule for the week. And then I also put down a checklist box to write down all the steps that I needed to do for my comic making vlog, and also my Plan With Me video that you're going to be watching right now. And I had been doing this in one of my other planners where I had set up a page that is just like, this week I have to do, you know, this much filming and this much voicing over and blah blah blah. And it worked out pretty good. So I thought I'd try it in my Erin content as well, and so I put in my film vlog and my uploads. And normally the steps that it takes for a video, in my other planner, it's like 14 steps because I list out every single thing. And of course, I wasn't going to do that here because I didn't have the space. So I just went with, like, you know, the major ones of filming, editing, and stuff like that. And then this one is going to have a little teeny tiny box, and I got out my white gel pen so that I can put the title of Plan With Me. And again, I'm going to be, you know, uploading and voicing over and putting in music and filming and speeding up the footage and, you know, making a custom image, all that stuff. And then I had the last little bit of Thankful box to cover up. So I was going to put that half box, but there were still some spaces, some gaps. So then I got some of the pink washi and covered up the spots that needed covering. Not very well though, because like I've said many times, my Erin Condren is so bendy now. Look at bend! That it's difficult to place stickers on straight. So I've kind of almost given up making that part of my sidebar straight, but not today. I was going to get that straight, so I ripped it all up, got a new piece of washi, because these stickers were on some really, how do I say, like almost rubbery kind of paper. I think they were weatherproof paper or something, because they had a different kind of a slicker feel, and whenever I put a sticker on top of another sticker and then ripped it up, it had a very kind of rubbery way of taking off the ink. I don't know how else to explain it. So anyway, Sunday the 5th, today, I needed to film my vlog a million times, so I just wrote it over and over and over and over and over, because I like to have each session as a check-off item rather than just say film vlog as, you know, a full box like I sometimes do. Because that way I can feel like I'm being, you know, more productive, like I can check off every time I did like half an hour filming, and it just feels better, right? And then I put down a full box, and I put that for the first time in a long time, I did classical stretch, and it felt amazing. And these stickers are from Happy Daya, I'm not entirely sure, but my friend gave them to me, and so I used one for noting that I did classical stretch for posture. And it didn't actually take that much time of the day, but because my previous list does take a lot of time out of the day, I thought, you know, why not do a full box? I had planned for the bottom part that I would use the rest of the washi and then cover the rest up with 7 different trackers, because her kits come with a lot of trackers, like a lot. So I started writing in 4 of them: Tea Nut Sweets, Gluten Free Day, Lights Out by 10 p.m., and dry brushing, which I haven't done for a long time. But, not gonna lie, not a whole lot of them got checked off. And then on the bottom, I was going to use some half boxes to write down my meals for the day. And so I picked out 3 little half boxes right there. And then got the icons for the meals and stuck them over to the left. And, looking for my pen probably. Nope, looking around in stickers. Oh, trying to decide where to put the extras header. And then, not liking where I put it. Oh, layering. Okay, let's get fancy. Although now that I look at it, I don't like how I use like a scallop box and then right under it another scallop box. Oh well. So I wanted to write down that I needed to sort through my KonMari shoes and jewelry. And then for breakfast, I had scrambled eggs and vegetables, and I had tom yum soup for lunch, and it was very yum. And then for dinner, my dad made fried chicken because he is a diet saboteur, and he has been my entire life, so I was totally ready for that. On Monday, the 6th, I started off with a full box and wanted to jazz it up a little bit more and use that super cute fox hat and slap that on top. Then to do, I got a half box with fire in it, and I needed to clean my room, and then I had like all this other space, so I put down really well. I'm like, let's clean it really well. And I think I did, but it's already messy again. And then put down a checklist box and the extras header underneath. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not going to have much room for much else under there, so maybe I'll just cut off one item. Then, whoa, put down some washi and then the extras like that, maybe? Looks a little weird. That's okay. So then I decided to put more washi under there. There we go. That's more classic planning style. For breakfast, I had a green smoothie. Not very filling, not gonna lie. And then a chicken salad, and we had zuppa toscana soup for dinner, but actually I didn't because I had a sudden call to meet with a friend over at Panera, and so I had all kinds of baked goods. See, you try to go on a diet and just like everybody knows, and they all try and ruin it. No, I'm kidding, but you know, not everybody's gonna keep track of your dietary habits, right? So, oh well, moving on. Tuesday, 7th, another scallop box, and the laundry icon, and I just wrote in WOODFA because that stands for wash, dry, fold, and away. Some of you already know that if I don't write down all 4 steps, then the laundry just stays in the washing machine or stays in the dryer or stays folded but not put away. So I need all 4 steps. And also on Tuesday, I need to do some promotional art for my job as an art teacher at the teen center. Do my plan with me, do my comic making vlog, and post my comic pages over at Tapas and DeviantArt and Smack Cheese. Then I put down some of that washi there and sliced it in half because I figured why overlap it if I can just slice it in half. Didn't slice it in half very evenly, but oh well. And then put that there was going to be a bill due that I bought $1 Korean for $1. I don't know why I wrote $1 Korean. That's not what it's called. Anyway, there was a Korean course online that I had my eye on for quite some time, but it was so expensive, or at least so expensive for me. Like, I could not afford it, no way. But then they had this deal where you could get 4 weeks for $1, so I signed up. And I already did the first week's worth of lessons, like, in 3 days. Because, it's pretty much review for me. Since, they start out with, like, here's how to learn the Korean alphabet. And it's like, well, I already know how to read the Korean alphabet. So, yeah, it was just a nice review. So then on Thursday, I came back and filled in what I had watched. We watched Running Man number 86 and Running Man number 85 and Fight My Way number 14. And what else did I do? Tried to check off some trackers and then went over to the other page. Again, taking out the washi, and this time I just eyeballed it. I don't know why. Like, why wouldn't I just stick it on the paper and trim it off again like I did in the first part of the week? I don't know. Just being crazy, I guess. So I just sliced it to my best guesstimate. And of course, it wasn't correct. It was a little too tall and covered up the headers. And it was also just a smidge too wide for my liking, so I trimmed that little bit off. And then had to find the date covers and decided, well, if I can't figure out where they align, I might as well just put them at the bottom of the header rather than the top. And this will probably cause some proportional problems later, but oh well. Those little date cover or date numbers, though, are the cutest thing. I mean, and they're so, like, versatile. Like, I feel like I could use them with any autumn kit and it'll be fine. For some reason, for some crazy reason, I thought I ran out of the small trackers, so I found another one of her kits that was a cherry blossom kit. And I put down all 3 of these cherry blossom kits because I figured, well, the colors are close enough, the fonts match, it'll be fine. I mean, that's some pretty bright pink staring me in the face right there, but, I thought, yeah, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. So I put down, all the things I'd been doing that week. And then went on to Wednesday. And I was looking at the stickers. I was like, wait a minute, I have 3 trackers right here on this sheet. Why didn't I see these before? So then I had to rip up all of the cherry blossom ones because they weren't the same paper either. So it felt kind of weird to have just, I don't know, regular paper after a while. So anyway, yes, there are plenty of trackers in this kit. And so I went back and rewrote my things and stuck them down and rechecked them off. So that now it's all coordinated. Yes. So back to Wednesday, full box. Right there. And on Wednesday, I have a lot to do, so I can't do very much. Does that make sense? No. It's like I have half of my Wednesdays, usually from about noon until 7. I am out of the house and about town, so I can't do too much in the morning before I have to go. So all I wanted to do was try to film some more of my vlog from panels 21 to 27. And then the rest of the day was going to be just a cascade of tasks that I had to do in town. So I put down a couple of washi strips and a half box and a to-do and wrote down that I saw Thor Ragnarok and I actually kind of liked it, gotta say. Like, I only went for Kate Blanchett because Kate Blanchett's awesome. I am not a Thor fan by like any measurements in the universe, but I am a Kate Blanchett fan, and so I went to see it for her and enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And that actually happened the day before, on Tuesday, but I'm finding the problem with, planning too far ahead is that then somebody calls you up and is like, hey, you want to go see a movie tomorrow? And you're like, yeah, and then you can't write it in your planner because you already planned that day. So yeah, I had to move it over and lie and pretend I saw it on Wednesday instead. Then I totally forgot that I have an extras section where I write down my meals, so I just put down half box and my meals for that day. And then figured I better do it for the entire week so I don't forget. So I picked out some washi for Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Right, like that. Back to Thursday. Let's start with a do. No, let's not. Let's start with a no, let's not. Let's do the banner flag style checklist and then put a to-do over it? No. Man, I was very indecisive during this session. There's a little teeny tiny bit of white sticking out, so I wanted to cover that up, and I'm not entirely sure why, but because it's not like I haven't left white space before. But oh well. I was filming this kind of late in the afternoon, and I film by natural light now that I know how to adjust exposure, but you'll notice as this section goes on, it just gets darker and darker and darker, and I was losing daylight. Whoops! Part of the season's changing, I guess. So there, I readjusted my exposure and made it bright again. Snow blindness. I was going to put the extras over that bit of washi, but it also said cocoa, and for some reason that bothered me. So then I thought, maybe I should not do that. No, like, wait a minute, I got to put my meals here anyway, so I can't put that checklist there. I got to put a half box here. So then I tried to peel up that, and instead use some washi that did not have words, and then put the half box down. And then get the icon so I don't accidentally write where the icon's supposed to go. Scrambled eggs again. And then lunch was curry noodles, delicious. And then we had leftovers for dinner so I didn't have to cook, woo! And then put the extras right there. There's kind of a weird space between like the full box and the top of that washi, so I thought I might put that scallop box on top of it, but instead I put it up here. And wrote down that I set up Google AdWords for the first time in my life. Pretty sure I am just flailing around in this thing called advertising, but gotta try, right? Gotta try. On Friday, I really needed to finish my plan with me, so I filmed in the morning, and then I also needed to prep for my art classes that are happening later today, because today is Friday. So I had to get reference pictures for fan favorites and do something for Warrior Cats, and then also finish this plan with me, add music, custom images, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Put another half box and another icon for meals so that I could write down my meals, and on Saturday too. For dinner we're having roasted chicken, and for breakfast and lunch I'll probably have soup for lunch and salad tomorrow, and wasn't really sure of anything else, so although now I can put down that today I also had scrambled eggs. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much my go-to. Also supposed to clean the bathroom today. Pretty sure it's not going to happen. But oh well. Saturday. Let's put the top of the cocoa on top of the Saturday column, and then put a stitched quarter box and a student loan sticker that my friend also gave me, so that I can remember to pay off my student loan interest for the upcoming week. And then today, Saturday, let's put another checklist box and put down things I need to do on Saturday, like post my plan with me, post the t-shirt design that you just saw, just design stickers and print and cut and take measurements for a new planner I bought as an early Christmas present to myself. And here's where the lighting's getting weird again because my daylight is fast disappearing and I was still filming out of frame. I was just checking off that I had walked the dog and that I had done classical stretch that day. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm closing up my planner apparently. There we go. So that's what the finish looks like. Oh wait, let's come back and write that I had a cheese omelet this morning and spinach and mushroom scramble tomorrow and salad and leftovers. And I covered up the plan with me with a pie. So let's film plan with me. I did not design stickers yesterday, that's true. And then put in some other little things I had to do for the plan with me, checking off my trackers, what we watched last night. We finished Fight My Way finally. Oh my gosh, it was such a terrible ending, I'm sorry. I mean, usually I don't like to badmouth things, but I don't like to give false interpretations that something's good when it's not. That ending crashed and burned, I am telling you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that drama's over. Let's go to another one. And now I'm just adding some decorative stickers here and there, sprinkled about, the fun part. And I love that this kit came with lots of different kinds of decoration stickers, like it wasn't just the same ones over and over. And I really didn't finish doing my KonMari stuff. Why did I mark off that I did my shoes twice? That's redundant. Anyway, putting in some candies and puddings and treats and all the stuff I cannot eat. So that is about it for this week. Again, I'm going to be doing that raffle giveaway video, so if you are not subscribed to this channel yet, you need to be subscribed to this channel so you can get in on this giveaway. Also, thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon. You guys rock, and you also get extra bonusy stuff for being a patron, so that's cool. If you're not a patron yet and you want to check it out, the link is also below. So that's it for this week, and I will be back with another planner thingy next week.